like it took a couple to realize, oh, I am really in a bad spot here, and there ain't no talking or there ain't no walking my way out of this one.
No.
Like I am fucked right now, and I might as well make friends with other people that are fucked in here with me. And you were like the cell next to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so we had that opportunity to talk through the vent and like, go through that struggle together. Like, holy shit, our lives are over. Like, I remember those conversations we're having. Like, dude, our lives are fucking done.
Yeah,
we're in solitary confinement. Like, we're fucked.
Oh
right
yeah.
now.
And for me, I knew from the get-go, anyone that was going to be wrapped up into it, it was going to be basically a game over type scenario. We were going to be villainized and demonized, and we were going to be ultimately like the worst supposed domestic terrorist that have ever stepped on the planet because of the way that the political atmosphere was portraying it. And when I refer to that, I'm referring to even the Republican side, because a lot of people, it's easy to blame the Democratic side.
Oh yeah, the Republicans were the worst. They let me down the
Republicans
worst.
were very complacent in the villainization of us, and they went along with it.
Yeah, they went along. Yeah.
And I called balls and strikes, and I made a lot of, again, the whole time, that we were there, I made a lot of people uncomfortable, and they doubted a lot of the stuff I said. But the reality is this couldn't have been achieved only by one party. I mean, this was always both parties basically teaming up and then using us like a puck, slapping us back and forth, raising fundraising off of our suffering.
Yeah.
And there was no way that we could ever legitimately get any kind of fair anything, in DC, specifically because, I mean, anybody on a juror, over half of them or more, work directly for the victim, supposedly the government in some capacity. So it was wild, man. Yeah. And, so I knew really at how bad it was. And then I also remember the first conversation I'd had with my legal team. And they told me, they said, man, you're looking at like 75 years, and that right there, I mean, that was within like the first 3 sentences coming out of, your legal team's mouth. And I was like, oh man, that's when it really hits you. And you're just like, this, how could that be? And they were like, well, if you'd have been anywhere else, you'd be going home. You'd just be on probation and this and that.
Right.
But this is a big deal.
It's a big deal. Right. Yeah. They were telling me 28 years, cooperate, maybe you'll get to this is through my lawyer, because I never actually talked to them directly.
Yeah.
My lawyer's like, Ronnie, you're like, this is serious, dude. I'm like, no. I'm like, well, maybe a year, like 6 months, let's go. Like, no, dude. Like they want to hit you with insurrection and like seditious conspiracy and like I remember like when I realized I was fucked, he goes, Mr. Sandlin, get ready for a very long and very painful journey. I said, well, how long are we talking about? He says, a decade. What?
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. And he was like, yeah, we'll try to do something with this, but I've never seen anything like this, Mr. Sandlin. Like, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
And I was like, am I fucked? And he says, yeah. You're fucked, dude. I'm not gonna shoot my lawyer. Like, I'm gonna sugarcoat this, bro. Like, you were gonna do a long prison sentence. I was like, oh shit. And that was when I was just like, oh fuck. I remember after meeting with my lawyer, I went back to my cell in solitary confinement. I just looked at the walls and was just like this is my life for a long time. Like, this is my new reality. And I didn't take it so well. I didn't take it so well. I went through like a really bad depression. And I think I was the first one out of the group to like really go through I think all of us went through that phase of like realization. But I think you and I were the first ones to like, because I think the other guys were more of like, nah, like we're good. Like Trump's going to come back. They're going to prove the election was stolen. We just got to sit this one out. We're going to be out of here by Thanksgiving. Remember, that was the thing. We'll be out of here by the holidays. And I remember telling you, if I have to give you motherfuckers a Yuletide sausage log, I don't want to hear shit from you guys, because I think we're here for a long time. And I was being negative, and I was just in a negative headspace. They didn't like that, obviously. They don't want this brown guy coming in like, no, we're fucked. We're all fucked, guys. And that's what I was just in such a negative headspace. And then, I just like got so depressed and ate a bunch of honey buns every day and just slept all day. Just drank soda, ate honey buns, and like ballooned to like almost 300 pounds, and like was just like sleeping all day and just like fucking like not engaging. And like, it was really, I was a mess for quite some time. It took me quite some time to get out of that mental headspace of because I had just given up at that point. I was like, okay, like eventually was when I got the diabetes. When like, Mr. Stanley, you have diabetes. I was like, oh shit!
Place you want to get diabetes.
And I was like, oh no, dude, I'm a big prison sentence. I just got diabetes because I'm eating fucking honey buns and sodas every day. I'm fucked, man. And that was like the wake up call. I was like, and like the girl was super cute. I remember that doctor was so cute. I had the biggest crush on her, dude. And she was like, Mr. Sandlin, like, I've had a lot of conversations with you. You're a really, really intelligent guy. I don't want to see you give up. And like, you're giving up.